Hey, what's going on, guys? It's DJ Kuhl, and today we're going to be taking a look at 5 free plugins that you guys should download to make better sounding drill music. It's going to be like 3 generators that, like, ones that make sounds. You actually can go in there and like play sounds off of them, and it's going to be 2 effect plugins. I'm going to be ranking each plugin from like, must have to something that's like nice to have around. So this one, I would definitely say KEYZONE Classic, a must have. It's a free version of KEYZONE. The sounds in here are heavily used in drill, especially this KEYZONE piano here. This half-speeded is a lot of like drill beats, a lot of those big ones that you'll hear over in like the UK that kind of started the whole genre. It's got 5 sounds in here. It's got that KEYZONE piano which I just played. It's got this Yamaha grand piano, this Steinway piano, and then this electric piano and Rhodes, which you're not going to be using as much for drill, but it's still worth the download. Doesn't take up that much space, and you have a fairly good amount of control of the sound considering it's a free version. So yeah, KEYZONE Classic, definitely recommend, must have. Alright, moving on to Labs. Labs is a very versatile plugin. I use Labs a lot even when I'm not making drill. Like, I've used it to make trap, even R&B sounding stuff. And what I really love about Labs is you can download more sound banks. They offer a ton of free sound banks. So Spitfire Audio, who's the creators of this, and you can download all sorts of different sounds for like, whatever situation you might need them for. And I just pulled up the what sounds I got downloaded. As you can see, it's a very wide variety. I got everything from like a dulcimer, mandolin. This is some London atmosphere. It's a bunch of sounds that were inspired by London. And these guitars, strings, choir, soft piano. This soft piano is iconic for like lo-fi stuff. But in terms of using it for drill, I would kind of put it in the middle because it's not really like a must-have. This has got something that will spice up your drill music though. If you want like a different sounding sort of sound, you want to go a little more experimental instead of your basic piano drill beat, I would highly recommend getting Labs. Okay, so the next plugin on the list is Neo Piano. This is a very kind of basic piano plugin. Basically all the sounds in here sound a slight variation of this. Like if I go through, they all sound very similar. I use this plugin every once in a while, so I definitely wouldn't rank it up there as something that's like a necessity. I would say it's, nice to have, kind of like the lower spectrum, but I did use it today on a beat because I wanted something different than that KEYZONE piano. I felt like I was using too much of the KEYZONE piano, and this is a really good way to switch it up for a different sounding piano. You do have a good amount of control over the sound that you can change. You got reverb on here. It's not like the most intuitive sort of thing, and something that's very annoying about it, that I find annoying, is every time you open it when you play keys here. I'll do it for you guys. I don't know if it'll work since I already loaded it in, but when I play it, right, nothing's happening. You can see the keys are being pressed, and that's because you have to go in and load this instrument file every time, which is kind of annoying. I wish they would have built that in there, but overall it's definitely not bad. It's good every once in a while, so I recommend getting this plugin, but not as high as a priority as like KEYZONE or Labs. So the first of our 2 effects plugins is VALHALLA Supermassive. It's a very versatile plugin. It's got reverb, delay. It can also do some chorus kind of effects if you come down to the presets here. All sorts of different kind of effects, and I love to use the reverb on it. This Reverb 2000 is one of my favorite settings, and it's much more versatile than your stock reverb or your stock delay. You can get something very crazy, something very ambient, and I like to use this if I'm going for an ambient sound or something more airy and more spacey. So I'm gonna play this KEYZONE instance before VALHALLA, and then I'll put the VALHALLA effect on there, and I'll play something after. And that's just one of the reverb settings on there. You can go and choose a ton of different stuff, just like echoes and stuff. You got all sorts of stuff. Like, you got even reverse echoes. You know, these are really cool to mess around with if you want to go for a different sounding sound. Overall, I would rank this as a very nice to have, you know, not like super necessary if you're going for basic kind of drill stuff, but if you want to get experimental, definitely recommend grabbing this. Okay, so our final plugin today is Isotope Vinyl. This plugin is mainly used for lo-fi, but I love using it for drill as well, because what you are able to do is give your piano chords a more dark and more kind of faded, old, vintage sound, and that is something I really love doing when I make drill beats. So you got a wide variety of stuff on here. You know, I'm not going to dive too deep into it because, you know, you can just download it and mess with it yourself. But my favorite setting to use is this year setting, and as you make it go farther back, it's going to cut out more of those low ends and make it sound more vintage, old school kind of sound. So I'll kind of walk it back here real quick. So as you can hear, we're losing those frequencies. So that could be really dope to use in a drill song or maybe like an intro to make it sound a little different. And something else I like to use is also the warp. And what that does is going to warp the notes. It's going to make it like kind of off beat slightly. And that can be really dope if you're going for a more kind of old dark sound as well. So I'm going to go slowly work the warp up and just hit 2 notes over and over again. So as you can hear, you can get very warped and very distorted. But overall, a very handy plugin to have. You know, I wouldn't put it up there with something you really need, but it's definitely a very nice plugin, and it can be used in, you know, almost every sort of genre that you want to make. So that's it for me today, guys. That's 5 free plugins that you should download if you're a drill producer. I'm going to link all of them in the description so you guys can, you know, go down and have an easy download. If you guys enjoyed this video, your support in the form of, you know, dropping a like and a comment would be very appreciated. You know, just give me some feedback, you know, let me know what you want to see next. And if you could do me a huge favor, I was checking my YouTube analytics right, and only around 9 to 10% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed. So please, please, please go down, smash that subscribe button, ding the bell so you guys can be notified when I'm dropping more content for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As I said, got inspired, and I'll see you guys later.